Alright, y'all, welcome to it. Another single shot review for you. And today we're going to take a look at the Star Wars Black Series Artillery Trooper. I know, that's a funny thing to be saying, Star Wars Black Series. I think this is the first one I've reviewed through a single shot. And, y'all, I got to be honest, I've had this figure for some time. Couple months, I'd say, at least. I was pre-ordered him whenever he came out. I can't even remember when he came out. But honestly, y'all, good figure. And I didn't really have much of a hard time pre-ordering this figure. And didn't have a hard time knowing what he was going to be about because I absolutely love the new Stormtrooper mold. It's probably my favorite mold and my favorite figure out of Black Series, any Black Series figure, y'all. I absolutely love what they did with the Stormtrooper for the Mandalorian release that came out about a year and a half ago. And for them to use that instead of the old mold is really putting this figure to justice. Now, this figure actually did surprise me due to the amount of accessories. Now, he was an Amazon exclusive. Let's not fail to mention that. Since long sold out, you got to pay upper scalper prices for that. But the one thing that I was surprised about this figure was the amount of accessories he comes with, y'all. When I first saw him, I was figuring he's going to come up with that little, artillery thing that shoots out his grenades and that sort of thing, kind of like he did in The Mandalorian. But I was really happy to see that he came with that backpack. You can kind of see him spinning around. There's that backpack with some extra grenades in there. And he comes with 4 grenades total, the backpack, the grenade launcher, and then what really did it for me, he came with a blaster. So he wasn't just going to be plain sitting there on his knees dealing with this canister grenade launcher thing. So yeah, I mean, he was a little pricey, $26.49, Amazon exclusive, but I really do dig it and I really do like it. So let's go ahead and get him down. Burn down the grenade launcher, bring him down. We'll go ahead and set him right there for a minute. Let's take a look at the grenade launcher to start with, and I'm actually going to take the grenade out, show you all that first. So there's the grenades. And if that looks familiar, that's what's usually on the back of the Stormtrooper's belt. So there you go. He comes with 4 of these. I mean, it's very plain, y'all. Not much sculpt work. It's got a little bit of gray to it, but, I mean, it doesn't really need to be anything special, y'all. So that's fine. He also comes with this right here. Now, this is the actual grenade launcher, and this thing's pretty cool, y'all. I mean, it is one color. There's not much to it, but it does have a little bit of articulation here in the stand to kind of pinpoint it where you want. If you want it to go up high, whatever, that works. And then there's also some articulation here on the stand to kind of angle it the way you want. So that's not bad. I mean, it's a cool weapon. Yeah, I think, looking at it, I think it's pretty accurate from the Mandalorian. I mean, I'm not expecting a lot of paint here or anything like that. It's just cast in a gunmetal gray. But it looks cool, y'all. I mean, it's a good addition and a cool looking weapon. He also comes with a blaster. Typical Stormtrooper blaster that looks really cool. Again, casted in all black. No big deal there, but looks cool, y'all. Looks really good. So we'll take that down. Let's also show his backpack. Now, what's cool about his backpack, he can hold all those grenades in there. So really cool. I like how they added a little bit of yellow just to kind of go with his markings on the figure itself. So that's cool as well. And then, of course, it just plugs into the back as all the Stormtroopers from the Mandalorian have. So yeah, another cool. I mean, he comes with a good amount of accessories, y'all. Other than that, you're really just going to be getting the basic Stormtrooper mold that we've seen a few times, not only with this figure, but with also the Incinerator Trooper as well. But I mean, y'all, he's got such a great look to him. And he really just pops with the yellow. The yellow looks really good. We'll go over articulation here real quick. So his head does move pretty good. The pauldron does hinder it a bit, but he can look up a little bit. Looks down, not too much. His side to side's there a little bit, but it's not crazy. He does get pretty good movement in the elbows. This piece right here, this upper piece is actually wrapped around. I don't know if y'all can see that. I believe it's wrapped around in the inside part of the butterfly joint. Now, those butterfly joints are great. We're going to use this arm because articulation is hindered with this pauldron, of course. That one only goes about that high. That really, really knocks down the articulation in this arm, y'all. His elbows are also great. For a Black Series figure, that's phenomenal. I have the plain white Stormtroopers, this one. I can get him in great poses. And I'm not usually Ain't to get him great poses, but I definitely can. His crunch there is pretty good. Ab crunch is pretty good. Butterfly, he poses out a little bit, but belt parts get in the way, so that's not bad. Knee, these are the new knees, y'all. These are not the double jointed knees. These are single jointed. He only goes 90. So not terrible, but, you know, not the worst. The ankle rockers are okay, but they really do crash back and forth just due to the armor. But I mean, y'all, honestly, the look of this one is really what sells me. It's not so much the articulation. I mean, if you want to get him in a bending pose, so he's bending down with it, you definitely can do that, y'all. But, I mean, it's a clean look from Hasbro, honestly. It looks good. I don't see any paint splotches. His availability is shit, to be honest with you. You know, it's another one of those Star Wars Black Series where you got to be on it the minute you hear about the pre-order. Otherwise, kind of out of luck. But, yeah, a great figure, y'all. I mean, if you get a chance and he goes back on, or if you're willing to pay other prices, then I definitely recommend him. I'm going to go ahead and give him an 8 out of 10. You know, availability is always going to kill Black Series for me, y'all. So it's primarily for that. Then it's also, you know, this is, you know, it's the design. It's not so much Hasbro's fault. It's the design of the figure where this arm is almost basically worthless. But overall, yeah, man, an 8 out of 10. I think he looks great. If you can pick him up, do it. If you can't, well, you know, there's plenty of other Stormtroopers coming out, the Incinerator Trooper and all those. But, yeah, there you go, y'all. The Artillery Stormtrooper from Black Series. He is Yukon Phil approved, and we'll see you in the next single shot, y'all. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you real soon. Sayonara, y'all.